dust hasn't even settled in King's Landing, but the game has already changed. In Episode 3, Rhaenyra Targaryen finally claimed the Iron Throne, but she didn't just inherit a kingdom, she inherited a nightmare. From the haunting rat banquet that proves she's willing to get her hands dirty, to the crushing realization that her greatest enemy, Daeron, was never actually in her custody, everything we thought we knew has been flipped on its head. But here is the truth you need to hear. Episode 3 was just the chessboard being set. Episode 4? That's where the players start losing their heads. If you think the tension was high, wait until you see what happens when the traps finally snap shut. 1. The fracturing of the Black Council. Beyond the battlefield, the internal rot is spreading. We are entering Episode 4 with a council that no longer trusts its queen. The Rat Banquet was intended to project strength, but for the seasoned lords of the realm, it was a display of desperation. In this next episode, watch for the subtle dissent among her closest advisors. When a ruler has to use fear to govern, they've already lost the hearts of their subjects. And Episode 4 is set to expose the cracks in her alliance, where every silence from a lord is a potential dagger waiting to be drawn. 2. The psychological war of attrition. What makes Episode 4 the most dangerous hour of the season isn't just the looming threat of Dragonfire, it's the psychological toll on Rhaenyra herself. She is currently managing a city that hates her, mourning allies she can't mourn publicly, and hunting enemies that aren't where she thought they were. This episode will push her to the absolute breaking point. We expect to see a transformation in her character, a shift from the measured negotiator to a desperate, hardened leader. The question is, how much of her soul is she willing to sacrifice to keep a throne that feels like it's slipping through her fingers? 3. The hunt for the usurper. Rhaenyra's declaration that Aegon is dead was a tactical gamble, but it's a lie that is guaranteed to explode. In Episode 4, we expect the intelligence network to shift into overdrive. If the truth leaks that the king is alive, her legitimacy in the eyes of the realm vanishes instantly. Expect a darker, grittier sequence where her spies go deep into the underworld of the city to silence any rumors before they ignite a full-scale riot. The Tessarian factor. Finally, the decoy move by the Greens was genius. By leading Rhaenyra to believe she held Daeron, they bought themselves the most lethal asset in the war: time. Episode 4 forces the realization that Tessarion is not just a threat, it's an apex predator currently unchained. The tension in the war room will be palpable when they finally acknowledge that they are being hunted by a dragon they cannot control. Episode 3 gave us the setup. Episode 4 is going to give us the slaughter. We are at the point where there is no turning back for the blacks or the greens. The choices made in these next 40 minutes will decide who sits on the throne and who dies on the stones. I have a feeling we're about to lose a major character before the credits roll. Do you think Rhaenyra's decision to hide the truth about Daeron will be the final nail in her coffin? Let me know your death predictions in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We are tracking every move of this war. I'll see you in the next one.